Listen to this, okay? I'm going to blush a little bit, but listen. So there's a verse in Yirmiyahu, Perek Lamed Aleph, chapter 31 in Jeremiah. It's like the best perek in the whole Tanakh. You can't really say that, but it's so good. I've quoted from it so many times because everything's in that chapter. Everything's in there. Jeremiah 31. So what is in there? The very famous passage, the Jews are going into exile, and Kol Barama Nishma, a voice is heard on high, Rachel Mavaka, Rachel is crying, Me'an Alahinachim, she won't be comforted. Hashem says, hold back your tears. Yesh sachar l'fulei seich. There's reward for your actions. V'yesh tekva l'acharisech. There's hope for your end. And what are her actions? The Medrash tells us, and Rashi tells us, that when the Jews were going into exile, and Yirmiyahu, Jeremiah goes to the graves of the Avos, and he starts banging on the graves, and he says, Avos, Imahos, fathers, mothers, wake up and daven for your children. They're going into exile. And each one of the fathers and forefathers daven, Hashem, I gave up my son for you. Can you forgive my children? No, it's not enough. And it's because I gave up myself as a sacrifice to you. Hashem says it's not enough. And Yaakov said, I suffered with the loss of my son Yosef for so many years. Esav chased me. Lavan, no, it's not enough. And then finally Rachel gets up, and Moshe says, 40 years I bore this nation for 40 years. Can you forgive on that merit? No, it's not enough. And Rachel gets up and she says, my husband Yaakov worked for 7 years to marry me. 7 years he worked to marry me. And then at my chuppah, they switched me for my sister. And I could have spoken up to stop it so that I would have married Yaakov instead of my sister. Says, but I kept quiet. The way the Medrash is often quoted is, I kept quiet. I didn't embarrass my sister. I didn't embarrass her. She would have been embarrassed if I said it's her under the veil, right? But I kept quiet. And she says, you didn't embarrass your sister? In that merit, I'll save the Jews. Yesh sachar l'fulei seich, there's reward for your actions. But Rashi says it differently, and there is another version of the Medrash like this, that she says, Hashem, listen to this, okay? I'm going to blush a little bit, but listen. She says, Hashem, I let my husband bring another woman into the bedroom, and I didn't say anything. Your children brought an idol into your sanctuary. I was quiet. Whose mercy is greater? That of God or that of a human being? If I could hold myself back and let it go, I let it go. I didn't say anything. I didn't stop it. I let it go. You can't let it go? Hashem says, stop crying. I accept your words. There is reward for your actions, for what you did. And your children are going to be back. So what does it say? Okay. Because of that, my innards have been churned up. You're getting to my kishkis, Rachel. I can't help it. My mercy is aroused because of you. My innards are churned up because of you. But it's even deeper because the Medrash says, what's going on over here? Rachel was only the mother of 2 tribes. And yet, all of Klal Yisrael is saved because he says, I'm going to have mercy on your children, Rachel, your children. But it's the whole nation. What do you mean? Your children is only 2 tribes. So here the Medrash says, Rachel is considered the mother of all Israel. Why? Because of this. Because if Rachel had spoken up and stopped the wedding of Leah and Yaakov, there wouldn't be 12 tribes. She enabled the Jewish nation to come into existence by her actions or her holding herself back. And because of that, she's considered to be the mother of the whole nation. It's like the best perek in the whole Tanakh.